Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Azmina. Thank you for being here. Our practice today can be done anytime, but especially good first thing in the morning when you're short on time. And this will be a short practice. And we'll be targeting the heart and lung meridians, so that will help us start our day with some joy and energy. So please come join me, give it a try. And if you don't have time for even all the three poses that we're going to do, three or four, do even one or two, and that will still make a difference, okay? So let's get started with a little bit of centering. Oh yeah, and we will need a blanket or a beach towel that will roll up like this for one of the postures. So you can take that and sit on it for a little bit of centering. Sit comfortably, can be wide leg, cross legs, whatever works for you. Take your hands, if you like, in thumbs and index finger to touch, in Gyan Mudra, the seal of knowledge and wisdom. And let's just take a few moments to arrive into the body and into the space that you're in. Relax and soften as you begin to notice the state of your mind. Let go of everything as you watch how you're feeling emotionally, physically. And spiritually, if you're comfortable with that, notice if you feel a sense of expansion, a sense of well-being, peace and calm. And then we'll just take 3 breaths to center even more. So I invite you to deepen your breath by expanding the lower belly, rib cage, and chest with the inhale. And allow the exhale to draw the chest back, ribs towards each other, and lower belly squeezes in. Do this on your own now. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath. Notice how just these 3 or 4 breaths shifted anything in your mind, heart, and body. Words of wisdom today by Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. He said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile. But sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. Perhaps you would like to set an intention maybe on working with opening the heart, feeling more joyful, working on smiling more, whatever it is, your own intention, whatever you'd like. Or just repeating the affirmation, I am full of love, joy, and energy throughout your practice today. Let's get started with our first pose. Known, sometimes they call it folded wings. So we're going to come to lie on your belly. And then you're going to cross your elbows on top of each other. Let's all start with the right on top. And then you're going to kind of pull yourself forward. So tuck your toes and pull yourself forward so that your upper body is closer to your elbows. Here, I forgot to tell you to roll up your blanket. You can roll up your blanket. Maybe you can place your forehead on top here if that works. I don't know if that will work for me. So just get as close as you can with crossing the elbows. Make sure there's no pain. If there is pain, you'll bend your elbows. And then we're going to stay here for time. remembering the principles of yin. You're going to just drop your head down and really start to relax and let go of all the muscles. I'll stay here for a couple minutes. And that didn't work. Setting it for 7 hours, that's not going to work. So go ahead and breathe. Exhale with a cleansing breath if that feels good for you. If your forehead doesn't rest on the blanket like mine isn't, just rest your chin on the arms, whatever works. Once you've found your first edge, place where you're feeling something across the arms and the upper back, maybe turn the palms up here so that we're targeting that lung meridian on the inside of the arm, starting from the shoulder, going to the thumb nail. And then really let go of all your muscles, soften your legs. We hold here and just breathe into the space, the shoulders, the arms, the upper back, into the back of the heart. Inhale spaciousness, joy, and energy. Exhale tension, sadness, stiffness. Let's finish a couple more breaths, please. And then take your time to release. Uncross the arms. Just rest with your forehead on the blanket or the floor. Arms are in cactus position, elbows bent. And then we'll do the other side. So I'm crossing my left elbow on top now. And then tuck your toes under, scoot yourself forward until your elbows, your arms are close to your chest. And then drop your head down. Untuck your toes, relax your arms, shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale into the back of the heart, the upper back. Exhale, soften, surrender. The essence of yin is to surrender. I am full of love, joy, and energy. And let's bring a smile to our mouth, to turn the corners of the mouth up. And that's practicing mouth yoga, known as a smile. Notice this side. Remember to listen to your body. You can always release before my timer goes. It's your practice. This can really help release upper back tightness that may have happened overnight or because we're always hunched over our computers, phones. One more breath. And you can always stay longer by pausing the video if you have more time. So release, again, forehead on the blanket or floor. Bend your elbows so they're in goal post position. And just rest here, noticing how you feel. Feel the flow of energy, blood pulling up in towards your shoulders, arms, and upper back. And then we're going to come into our supported fish pose. So here's your blanket. You're going to fold it so that it's like a rectangle shape, almost a square. Now, if you don't want it too thin, if you don't want it thick, if you're going to use the width side, if you wanted a thicker width, you'll fold the width side and roll it into a blanket, into a roll, sorry. If you don't want the roll to be too thin, because we're going to put it underneath our back, upper back, you'll use the longer side. So, and roll it so really tight so that it's firm, like this. I think I'm going to try the thinner side today. Less is more. So go ahead and firmly roll your towel or blanket. You're going to place it down here, and you're going to rest your upper back onto the rolled up blanket. So you want your shoulders to come to the floor. And then arms can be again in goal post position, but that may not work for everybody if you have tightness in your shoulders. Keep them out straight, in a T position or behind, up towards the back. Again, this may not work, but this is really nice. I think I'm going to try it this way. Just set the timer here. This one we're going to stay for 3 minutes. And here we're going to I'm going to give you an option to have the soles of your feet together so that we're getting a little bit into the hips, to open our hips first thing in the morning or whenever you do this practice. So go ahead and find your arm position. Goal post, out back, this is really nice, or wide. And rest here and feel the opening in the chest, in the collarbone, where the lung meridian and the heart meridians flow through. Just focus on your breath now, please. So you can inhale to a count of 4 or 5. Exhale to a count of 6 or 8. Become still as a mountain once you've found your place, your first edge of the pose. And adjust your arm position if you need to, as I just did. Can be at a 45-degree angle. Really let go into your support, the blanket. Finding that three-part breath, expanding the lower belly, rib cage and chest with the inhale. Exhale, chest, ribs and belly in. Again, this posture is really nice to practice as often as you can, since we're all so living in the tech world these days. Opening up the heart chakra and the throat chakra here as well. Relax. Finishing a couple more breaths, please. And then bring your knees in together slowly. Take your arms to your side and just bend your knees towards your chest and slowly roll over to your side. Release your blanket and just rest in fetal position, please. Really hug yourself into a little ball. Tucking your chin in, forehead towards your knees. And then we'll come up for our next pose. And we're going to do a variation of camel. So you're going to come to sit on your heels. And then you're going to take your fingers back. Fingers can point backwards. So you take your hands back, fingers can point back. And then you're just going to lift. Lift your bottom as much as you can. You don't have to, we're not going to be here that long. And if your neck is okay, you'll drop your head back. And if this is too much strain on the arms, point the fingers forward. So go ahead and get into your position. Find your variation. We're going to try for 2 minutes, but we'll see. This will be some pressure on the wrist, so just breathe. Lift your heart, lift your hips, but listen to your neck. Really nice work on the forearms here as well, because we're always texting or on the keyboard. Relax. Please release if you need to. Listen to your body. Otherwise, we'll stay for another few more breaths. And then come down with your bottom, nice and slow. Drop your chin towards your chest. And then come into child pose. And while you're in child, you're going to take your right hand and massage your left wrist. And Do the other one as well. Massage your hands. Open and close. Circle your wrists. Just relax and let go in child here. Breathe into your lower back. Please widen your knees if you need to. We're not going to be here very long though. One more breath. Maybe reach the arms straight forward to get into the inside of the arm again. Widen your legs if you need to. A couple more breaths. And then bring your arms back. And we'll come into our twist now, reclining twist, which is nice to finish with. So come to lie on your back. Bend your knees. Shift your bottom to the left a couple inches. Draw the knees into your chest. You can have an option to cross your right leg over and do twisted roots and then drop your knees down, or stack both knees together, or do one foot, right foot on the left thigh. See what your body is needing. This, the 1 foot, 2 knees, 2 knee twist, or twisted roots like eagle legs. Take your right arm behind you. Left hand can be on the top of the knee. Only if your shoulder is okay, you can take your right arm behind you. And let's breathe here. And just take your time to settle in, finding your twist. Looking the opposite direction of your knee. And just breathe up and down the spine. So with the right arm overhead, we're again getting into the heart and lung meridian. And small intestine and large intestine meridians, they all pair together with the heart and lung meridian. Few more breaths, please. And then slowly come to center, head first. Pause and feel. And then shift your bottom to the left a couple inches. Find your twist, the options that I gave you before. And then we'll begin. Again, take your left arm overhead if that's okay for your shoulders, or out straight out 90 degrees. Listen to your body, please. Looking to the left. Inhale. spaciousness, joy and love. Exhale and letting go of tiredness, grief, whatever it is we're holding on to, just soften and let go. I am full of love, joy, and energy. Let's turn the corners of the mouth up to smile. Inhaling, focus on the inhale. Exhale, I know I'm breathing out. Coming to center, head first and then uncross your legs. If you have them crossed, allow your knees to touch, feet apart. Take a moment to feel. Palms up. And then extend your legs out for Savasana. Have your hands underneath your thighs and roll your thighs inwards and then open your feet out to the side to release the back and the hips. And let's stay here for a few moments. If you have more time, you will spend more time in Shavasana. Otherwise, we're going to stay here for a couple minutes. Soften and relax the whole body and just feel. Feel your inner body by focusing on the hands, the feet, the face. Really let go of your shoulders and arms. Just soften and be. I am a joyful, loveful, and peaceful being. I am a being of peace and love and joy. Please do stay longer if you can. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, head from side to side. Draw the knees into the chest and just rock from side to side. Resting on your left side, fetal position. And then come up to sit. Just to notice how we feel after the practice. Observe your mind, your heart, your spirit. Feel your spirit. Notice the body. If you're feeling joyful and more open and expanded space in your heart center, may it help you have a more energetic and peaceful, joyful day. Bring our palms together, rub them briskly. Cover your eyes, inhale. Feel the quiet here. I am this being of peace. Exhale, release down the front line of your body, back into the heart space in prayer pose. And let's take this feeling of ease and joy with us into the rest of our day. Remembering the affirmation, I am full of love, joy, and energy the whole day that you go about in your day. So may all beings be peaceful, joyful, and happy. May all beings remember the divine with each breath. Namaste. Thank you. If you do like this practice, remember, please do help me by subscribing below and liking with a thumbs up. That will help spread the practice out into the world and help others share the same peace that you may be experiencing. Thank you. Have a great day.